Like a Pim's cup. This is exactly the kind of girly drink that Frank would have teased me about. Once when we were in Anguilla, I ordered a screaming orgasm. And so Frank goes up to the waiter and he grabs him by the lapels and he goes, "Hey, I'm the only one giving."
Oh, for God's sake.
Sorry, I'm just running on about my dead husband.
No, it wasn't you. No, I've just seen someone I hate. It's
Oh, it's sweet. They never get over Frankie.
someone I really hate.
Well, do you want to leave?
No. He should leave. Let's do so. You were saying that Frank had his flaws.
I was?
Yeah, and that's really healthy, because you should not romanticize the dead. You should remember their faults.
Oh, well, I remember them.
Oh, good. Well, let's make a list. What do you think you're doing? This is therapeutic, actually. You can trust me. I'm a dentist. Come on, then.
Okay,
His faults. Number one.
well, Frank could be a little controlling.
Well, that's what made me successful.
But that's probably why he was so good at his job.
No, don't apologise for him. If he was obnoxious, say so.
Okay. He was occasionally obnoxious.
Regularly, I imagine.
No, you walked her into that. That doesn't count, Pickus. Hey, what are you doing, Marjorie? You rubbernecking?
Oh, be quiet. Let him talk. You could learn something.
He had a shoe fetish.
That is so embarrassing, because it starts on shoes and go to gloves and hats and socks up the right pervert.
Oh, and he was rude to waiters, and I hate that.
So do I.
You mind?
Because they're just doing a job, aren't they? What a nasty piece of work. So, what about his physical characteristics? I bet he was really into fitness, because he was a scrawny little runt, was he?
No, but, he was actually starting to get into yoga at the end there.
I bet he was.
But he spent a lot of time at the gym.
Yeah, OK, this is shaping up nicely. So now we've got a narcissistic, obnoxious pervert who's rude to waiters. It's a good list.
I don't have to listen to this shit.
Disloyal. Yeah, I think that's enough.
I didn't know you knew.
I didn't find out until the day he died. Can you imagine? I didn't get the chance to say, "Hey, go to hell, I want a divorce," like a normal person.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must feel...
Unfinished.
She used to travel a lot for her work, Sarah. And the trips got longer and longer. And then one trip, she didn't come back at all. Married a man in Portland.
Sorry. Travel will do that to a relationship. I just got this amazing offer to go map tombs in the Valley of the Kings for 6 months.
Oh.
But I think I'm gonna say no this time.
Oh. Because of Richard?
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Your story. It's not boring and ordinary, by the way. We just get the one life, Just one. You can't live someone else's or think it's more important just because it's more dramatic. What happens matters. Maybe only to us, but it matters. Good night.
Good night.
What? What's with the doom and gloom? It's going good. You're weaseling your way right in there. This is gonna work.
This Richard fellow, I think Gwen really loves him. You know he's a human rights lawyer.
Hey, when the devil shows up, you think he's going to have little red horns and carry a pitchfork? No, he's going to work for Amnesty International. He's going to give all of his money to the homeless.
Well, if he did all that, wouldn't he lose the title, the devil?
You know what I mean. Pincus, I got better things to do with my time. I wouldn't just be hanging out here.
What exactly is your problem with Richard?
I told you. The guy is setting her up to rob her blind.
And what proof have you got? What are you basing this on?
I saw things with my own 2 eyes.
Saw what?
Just enough to know.
Come on, what did he do?
What? Okay, all right, fine. They're out at a restaurant, okay?
Yeah.
And they're eating.
Yeah.
And the check came. And this clown says that his wallet is in his coat. It's over at the coat check. How convenient, right?
Right.
So he goes over to go get it, makes a big show about the whole thing, too. And she says, no, let me get this.
Yeah.
And he accepted.
There's nothing wrong with him, is there?
No, don't you see? He showed his true colors.
Yeah. Listen, he's a perfectly lovely human being.
Pincus, there are other things. He took $5,000 from her.
He what?
Yeah, $5,000. I saw her write the check with my own 2 eyes, put it right in his sweaty little fist. It was...
For charity. He was fundraising, wasn't he?
Or shaking the money tree, see what drops. I don't know.
Yeah. What was it, AIDS?
No.
Refugees? Orphans? Orphans. Good.
You're missing the point. You really are. This guy, he's a lawyer.
Yeah, a lawyer who fights to protect the rights of the underprivileged. Come on.
There must be something wrong with him. There must be some reason why all this is happening. Otherwise, what am I doing here?
I'm out.
What? No. What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not going to interfere with Gwen's life anymore, and I can't